He's a man who's used to football shirts and a man who's used to Great Ormond Street.
You know, the ideal thing would be to use it instead of transplant.
Gary Lineker was a regular visitor here 30 years ago when son George was being treated for leukaemia.
I'm Gary and I used to come here a lot about 30 years ago.
I'm George, I'm the reason why I came 30 years ago.
They're now back to help launch a new drive to help tackle the disease and meet some old friends.
So I wanted to introduce Amanda, who...
Hello.
Who... I looked after you when you were in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Has he changed?
Yeah, he's got a bit bigger. And that was it. Just on Elephant Daycare, years and years ago.
I don't remember being here at that young age, which obviously you're lucky. I think I'm lucky in that respect for not remembering anything. But it's always great to come back and see how far they've progressed, and I'd always help out where I can charity-wise.
With the charity Cure Leukaemia, they want to raise £10 million for 10 new clinical trial centres around the country, 3 of which would be in London, at the Royal Marsden, UCLH and here at Great Ormond Street.
It's an amazing place, and but when I walked through the door, it's always a mixed emotion in the sense that it was amazing what they did for him. But at the same time, when we were staying here with his mother, we're in 7 months in all, you know, we saw a lot of people, babies in similar positions as George that didn't make it. So it's always a tough visit, but it's an amazing place.
Hi, Shyla.
Hello.
Guess who I've got to come and see you?
13-year-old Shyla from Wembley, who's being treated for leukaemia, got a bit of a surprise visitor. She's been in Great Ormond Street for 3 months on this visit.
Cancer doesn't discriminate, does it? And it's a tough illness to crack. But there is a lot of progress. There's made a lot of progress since, you know, he wasn't given much chance at all. It's a bit of a miracle, really. But you know, the improvement rates, the survival rates are significantly better than they want, but they're not perfect. So until they are, we'll continue to try and raise money, and that's why we're here for this campaign.
These days, to set up clinical trials is incredibly expensive, very complex, and most important, takes a long time. And so that means that patients are missing out on these new treatments. And so what we're trying to do in this new initiative with Cure Leukaemia is to set up a network where we streamline that process.
Jeff Thomas, the former Crystal Palace captain, was treated for leukaemia and is now a patron of the charity behind the latest move.
I went through a transplant, which is full body radiation chemotherapy, and the kids are going through the same thing. And it's a really, really tough battle. So to ask a little body to go through that is tough. So we need to find answers quick.
So are you doing well?
The aim, a simple one, to help Shyla and others like her. Carl Mercer, BBC London.